Welcome to Flicks What the Fuck channel. Without any further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So today I will show you a mystery movie from 2021 called Old. Spoiler ahead. Watch out. And take care. This movie starts with a family on the way to their holiday destination. The family members are Guy the dad, Patricia the mom, Maddox the daughter, and lastly Trent the son. When they finally arrived at their destination, they were greeted by the manager and was given welcome drinks. Trent made friends with one of the local boys named Idlib. They enjoyed their holiday at the beach. During the night, Guy and Patricia fought. Turns out they were planning to get divorced, and Patricia got a tumor. The next morning when they were having breakfast, the manager approached them. The manager invited them to a private beach. Suddenly someone named Patricia got a seizure. She was with her boyfriend who was a nurse named Jaron. They were helped by a doctor named Charles. Patricia was saved and went back to normal. Guy and his family went to the private beach using a van from the resort. The doctor and his family also went to the private beach. The doctor's family were the wife Crystal, Charles's mother Agnes, the child Kara and a dog. When they arrived they walked towards the beach. The beach was beautiful and they were surrounded by big rocks. There they met a lot of weird people. One of them was a rapper named Sedan. They enjoyed the beach and chilled off. Immediately the fun stops, as S woman's dead body was found. The woman was Sedan's girlfriend. Everyone panics, and Charles instantly accused him of the crime due to his nose constantly bleeding. Patricia pulled her children away from the corpse. She then noticed her children acting weird. Meanwhile Charles, Sedan, and Guy are discussing something. Then came the couple, Jaron and Patricia. They told them about all their problems. Jaron tried to go back to the resort. When they were getting ready, suddenly he felt dizzy and fainted. They then realized they can't return. Suddenly Charles's mother became out of breath without any particular reason. Patricia felt that there was something odd happening, and asked Charles to check on their children quickly. Turns out Trent, Maddox and Kara became old in an instant. Charles starts to panic and tried getting out of the beach. Charles and Sedan suddenly fainted again. They then gathered and discussed about the situation. Charles randomly made a cut on Sedan's face but miraculously it healed instantly. They calmed themselves and tried to figure out what is going on. Turns out the people gathered on that beach all have a certain disease. Patricia admitted that she has a tumor as big as 3 centimeters. Jaron saw that tumor and said that it was as big as a baseball. Suddenly Patricia passed out and the tumor grew faster. Charles and Jaron took the advantage with the fact that wounds heal quickly on this beach. They then perform a surgery on Patricia. The tumor was successfully taken out and she was saved. After that Sedan went to check on her girlfriend's dead body. Shockingly her body had fully decomposed in just 3 hours. They all made the conclusion that the beach made the cells inside the body grows and regenerates faster. Time also flows differently on the beach, unlike the real world. A new problem struck as Trent and Kara were having fun in the tent. Kara became pregnant and became much older. The same happened with Trent. Kara gave birth to her baby, but the baby died as the baby can't keep up with the side effects of the beach. Situation got out of control when Charles killed Sedan with his knife. Guy and Jaron tried to calm Charles down and took the knife from him. They ran out of ideas, then Trent tried to swim out from the beach as Patricia needed her medications. Seen from afar, someone from the edge of the island was observing them. Stressed out, Maddox calmed herself down by swimming. That is when she found Jaron's corpse floating around the ocean. They assumed that Jaron fainted and drowned. Cornered, Kara tried climbing the stone wall. She then fainted and fell. Patricia's seizure suddenly relapsed. She then died without her medications. During the night, the aging effect started to take its toll on Guy and Patricia. Guy started to lose his vision, meanwhile Patricia began to lose her hearing. Crystal got hypocalcemia and died. Meanwhile Trent and Maddox are still finding a way to get out. They found a notebook from previous visitors. Trent then saw a flash from a camera from the edge of the island. He realized that they were being watched. Charles became unstable, and he attacked Guy and Patricia with his knife. Patricia managed to find a rusty knife and fought back Charles. Charles then died from tetanus. Now there were only Patricia, Guy, Trent and Maddox left. The night goes on. Unfortunately Patricia and Guy died from old age. In the morning Maddox and Trent already looked older. They played together for the last time. Suddenly Trent remembered a message from his friend Idlib. The message explained that there was a way out through the reef in the middle of the sea. They believed that the coral reefs would help them to get out without giving them headaches. When they were swimming through the reefs, Maddox's shirt was stuck and they failed in escaping the coral reefs. As they failed to surface from the waters, the hotel guards reported their death. It was revealed that the resort was managed by Warren Pharmaceutical. They were doing an experiment on a new medication. They used visitors with a certain disease as a guinea pig for their experiment. Due to the beach's natural side effects of aging people faster, they could test medicines that can affect them their whole life in just one day. One of the members claimed that they succeeded in creating a drug to prevent seizures that lasted for a long time. Patricia could survive without her medication on the beach for 8 hours and 17 minutes, which means it was 16.5 years in the real world. The medications were given inside her welcoming drink on their arrival. The manager then greeted the new visitors. The waiter gave the welcome drinks, when suddenly Trent and Maddox pushed the waiter. Turns out they were able to survive exiting the reefs. In the end, Warren Pharmaceutical was arrested by the police. Trent and Maddox went home and continue living with their aunt. That's it. This video come to a close. Please subscribe, comment and like to support this channel. Goodbye until next time.